Welcome to another live stream on Custom Screen Britain. My name's Wayne. I'm the host of this channel. Welcome everybody, and we're having another live stream tonight for 2 hours tonight. So I hope everyone will come in and join me and have a good time. Just a very peaceful, quiet channel, no drama, no nothing in here. Um, this is a drama-free YouTube channel, Custom Screen Britain. If anyone comes in with drama, they will be removed. So I hope everyone's having a good night tonight, and we're having a good old stream tonight. This is a good supporting channel of other YouTube channels. I do support other channels. I love making friends and connecting with people on YouTube. So I'm gonna wait for people to come in. I just started the stream, so I'm not expecting people to jump in right away, but I'm hoping that you would come and join me and tell me how your day is being and how is everything going for yourself. I just want to hear that and see how everybody's doing. Hopefully I'll hear something about how you are doing tonight. So I'm just waiting on people to come in and everything. So this is a good old Monday night stream. It's always good to have a talk with those who come in and don't bring drama in, um, because we don't want it here in this channel and everything. So I'm gonna wait it out and see what comes in. If your Wi-Fi will be working, that's the question. If your Wi-Fi is going to work, then it comes in and you work the Wi-Fi and you come in. So it's going to find out who's going to come in. Hopefully your Wi-Fi. Hey, Steven. How you doing, bud? How are you? Nice to see you. How was your day being Stephen Batten? How's everything going? Ah, man. If you want to come up, Stephen, let me know and I'll let you come up. I'm doing Van 10. Okay, that's cool. Sounds like you're having a good old time for yourself. Want to come up in the panel and tell me what you're doing? Let me know if you want to come up and I'll let you up. Hopefully more. And I hope that you arrange with me about these cards that you want still, if you still want them. I don't know. Okay. Let me give you the link. I only have to give it in the email. There you go, Stephen. You can scoot on up here. I'll get this banner out of the way here. All right. That's cool. And I got two in here now. I don't know who the second one is, but hopefully it's another subscriber that came to want to. All right, here is Stephen Batten with a fantastic day he had. All right, share what happened. What's going on?
No. I just went and I ate lunch with my mom today, and she had knee surgery last week, and
Okay.
well, right the week that I went on the race, she had knee surgery. So she's doing good. Everything's good. There's a process that she's taking, so she has to have a like a freezer bag on her knee or something. I forgot what it is they had to put
Oh,
on.
okay.
but um, but she's doing good.
That's good.
And one thing about it is, I always say family first in anything. So,
Oh yes, very much so.
uh, God, family, and friends, and the rest can go down the drain. All I care. And
Family should be first in everything. I agree with you. Family
you
should
know,
be first.
and the problem that I see, and people ask me people ask me all the time, when are you gonna go live? When I feel like it.
Yeah.
When I mean, I'm not saying like a sarcastic way, but don't bug me when I'm gonna go live. When I go live, I go live.
Hmm. Right.
Um, Even when you're monetized, you don't have to go live all the time. You can even upload some shorts and you watch
Right.
I was talking to a YouTube creator today. He said
Okay.
the number one thing that you need to do is constantly upload, do something on your channel that makes the channel attractive. If you do
Oh, okay.
something that is attractive, they go to it. Like if you went on vacation and you did a race like you did, he saw that video, people says, "Oh my God!" They said, "I never seen any cars like that in my life." Some people don't even know what dirt racing is all about. But you know
Right.
what? Dirt racing is dirt racing. They'll fight you to the finish line, and
Mm.
and them cars goes to probably about 100 and some miles an hour, at
Uh-huh.
least 80 if it goes down to it. But most of them cars goes about 120 miles an hour in some of them
Mm.
turns. And some of them cars got high power. Them engines ain't cheap either.
No, they're
Um,
not. No.
like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Mm.
And that guy that won that race, $100,000, most of it's going to go to his car. Most of it's going to go to him, but most of it's going to go to his car because he's got to have tires. He's got to make sure everything is running right. Sports his sponsors that he has. Sponsors what pays for the car.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I know. I know.
and But most of the sponsors, it's like common sponsors. Like, what's that racing fuel? I forgot what that name was, but that's one popular. I think it starts with an A. But they're very good, a good company. They've been around for a long, long time. They know exactly what they're doing.
Hey, John
Um,
Paul.
but I just telling you, man. You asked me about them cards. I said I'm interested in anything. To be honest with you, um, it's just like today. I mean, this weekend was like a crazy turn weekend I've ever seen one. Um, we had some bad weather come in. Um, you know, thunderstorms and all this stuff, and
Yeah, I heard it over here. So
events, and there are a lot of events going on, activities down in Raleigh. They had shows going on. I said, no wonder why I ain't seen nobody up in here. And then yesterday it was sunny and nice and a little cool, but to me, I'd rather have a little cool than hot. Um,
right.
but the good thing about it is, good thing about it is I didn't sell, but if I added up what I sold, probably on $10 this weekend.
That's it.
That's how bad it was this weekend.
Oh, gee.
So I said,
Slow, huh?
shoot, I said I shouldn't even come in, all this weekend. I should have stayed at home.
Hmm.
But then someone said that's not a you just show up because you don't ever know who's going to be looking for things. So
Right. Right.
so um so I just went home and I said, okay, what's next? And then I said, well, it's always this weekend. This weekend might be good.
Hey,
So I hope
no
it does.
stitches anymore. No more stitches anymore.
But thank God that um
All healed up and
been watching some baseball, not much.
did you play that game? You said you bought it, right?
I bought it, but I ain't even opened up yet. So
Oh my God. Let me tell you what I think of it so far. All right. Want my review of it?
uh-huh.
It's stupid. Why it's stupid? Now here's the thing. They I made up the whole team. I have the team all made up. We're playing, but they had a tendency of the last game we made. I made up. They had good pitching, and now they messed up the pitching. The pitching is all over the place. The ball won't stay straight to go into the strike zone. The hitting, they throw the balls at your head like you're trying to knock your head off. The balls go up to your head, and then I hit some guy. Now this is the craziest thing. My pitcher that I made up hit a guy accident for the game. Took the ball. They had rejections on there, right? And they made my pitcher's ball hit a batter twice to get him kicked out for no reason. I didn't do it. The game did it. It made the ball hit the guy a couple of times. They made it happen. You know what I mean? So I shut the rejections off. But it's good. It runs all right, but the pitching is a little bit wild. The batting is a little bit.
Well,
but
I don't. I mean, be honest with you, I don't go on PS4 that much, but now I want to try to put some games on the YouTube. So
you can play it online, too. It's online too. You can put it online and play with others. So I'm just wondering about the hitting and the pitching. Yeah, a little bit outrageous, but not bad. It's just
well, there was one of the guys that was online. He had MLB 23 playing on the YouTube, and I was wondering if you can go some of the YouTube and watch what they're doing and see what what you're doing wrong or some of them young bucks knows how to do it. And I said, man, they go and bam, they're not the hit thing off the. I said, man, what the heck? We're in the wrong business.
Me and David beat so many of those games that we may have it slow right now, but let me tell you, that game is going to get its butt kicked. I'm going to tell you right now. But they had rejections in there, and they made my main starter hit somebody, and it was Houston. And I'm telling you right now, I said to them, all right, you want to play games? We'll see about that next time we meet. So they came in the club again, and I beamed another batter with my other, but the projections was off. But I beat them in the game. I beat the game. I beat them. So they lost to the Red Sox. So what we made up, our team, we have Jet on our team. We have Evan Gloria. We have Kevin Kiedemeyer. We have all our players made up, and every time we make up the game, I make up the team, the franchise, and it's not bad. We beat the game, but I'm just saying that sometimes you get mad at it. David gets mad at the damn game, swears at it. Otherwise, it's fun. I must say, I don't get mad at it, but when they do the pitching, they mess around with the pitching and stuff. But
the only thing that I don't understand is that it's like the soccer game. The first time I tried the soccer game, I said, "Oh my God!" And I said, "Now how am I going to figure this thing out?" And then finally, when you try to figure out the buttons and the stuff and the tricks and stuff, it got used to it. And I said, "Man, this is just awesome." And
just try the game out. The baseball, you might do all right. It's just the way whatever you like to play it, you know how to play it. Use it and try it out. We're working on it. Well, we're learning how to play it. I'll just say hello and be okay.
It's just like
Is he not bud? Hold on, wait a minute, Steve. What are you doing here? Messing with your hair again? Huh, Steven? What are you doing anyway?
no, I ain't doing.
Not you. I'm talking to this other Steven. This guy.
No.
Hey, quiet listener. How you doing, man? Good afternoon to you too, sir. So, Steven, what are you doing, man? Messing with your hair again? Leave that hair alone, Steven. Michael. Yeah, same to you, bud. Have a good day, Steven. keep busy, right? And stop by sometime and tell them what you're doing.
Oh,
And
wow.
no, all right, don't fall asleep in your chair either.
Well, I'm getting nothing.
Oh, she is. That's a female. Oh, how you doing there? What? Nice to see you. I don't know. That's a female. Quite listen. Oh yeah, I knew who she is. I should have known that. I know that squirrel. I forgot. Sorry about that. Quiet listener. Yeah, so it might be you. See, I'm not saying it's that bad of a game. I'm just saying it only takes you to play it and see what you think about it. It's gonna be all up to you, Steven. Everybody's different. You know what I mean? It's like just try out the game. They have good features in the game though. You can make your own players up. You can put your names there, announce your name in the game, and it's just whatever if you have to play it to find out it's up to you how you play the game. You might like it. I like the game. That's why we got it and we're playing it. We're messing with it, right? When we first played it, we were whacking home runs off it, right? And now what they're doing, they tell the pitchers to throw the ball to the ground on us. They're aggravating us. They're throwing the ball on the ground, Steven, at us, right? They're trying to throw the ball at us, and the pitchers walked a lot of our batters. So David stood there.
More a lot of them.
He went to the base, and then he hit the base.
Well, they really like now, like like Max Scherzer. Okay, he's on the Mets. Well, the umpire was checking his glove and ejected from the game because they thought he had substance on his glove, and I said, what in the world? I said, come on, people. I mean, common sense here. Max Scherzer has a family. He has kids.
Well, listen, Steven. He admitted using it. He had it in his glove. He said he had it. He's cheating. They said he was using it. He even said he was. They found it right in the glove. He was using it. I don't know why he don't need to use it. I don't know why he'd use it, but he don't really need it.
But now the umpires, what they're doing now, instead of waiting until on the mound, they're checking him before he's on the mound. And
I know, bad.
Say that was a bad call for the umpire. Why don't you check it before he gets on the mound so you don't have to stop in the middle of the freaking game and eject him in the middle of the game and you get the fans upset and everything else?
Well, don't blame the umpire. Blame the coach of the other team that reported him.
Yeah.
But he admitted he used it. So the Red Sox used to do it, and they fired the pitching coach.
I got tired. I'm almost getting tired of watching almost sports altogether.
I just don't understand why would he have to use it. He's a good pitcher, Steven. You don't need to use that stuff. It doesn't make any sense. The guy's a good pitcher, an awesome pitcher. Why would he have to use that in his glove? What the hell? What's the reason for that? It's no need of it. He's got a good pitching style. You don't need to cheat. I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah. It's just like now they're checking. Now they think that the batters is using substance on the batters on their hands when they're swinging the bat.
Pine tar, you mean?
I said, what the heck?
They don't use it. I don't think the batters are doing. They say that. You want to hear what I heard? They caught a Yankee guy. Now, this is a funny thing. You're going to laugh at this one. They caught a Yankee pitcher cheating. You know what they did? They didn't kick him out of the game. They let him go. But Max Scherzer was kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
Now people are thinking that Judd's cheating too. I don't know why they're saying that. Because Judd don't have to. He's a good hitter. But that's what they're saying. Because the pitcher got away with it.
I think Judge is sort of like a Derek Jeter. He's ready to retire. When he gets to that certain point, he's going to retire just like Derek Jeter did. Derek Jeter was the same way like Aaron Judge. He done his thing, and he's going to retire. Bam. I mean, because see, Derek Jeter did his thing. He was like a Michael Jordan.
he never cheated. Derek cheated. They never used any steroids or nothing. It was clean.
He was a very nice person. I mean, he has a huge following in it. Any of his cards is like high dollar. I mean, any of his cards.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They're little,
Yeah,
they're up there. But his rookie card, of course, is going to be high. Um,
yeah.
um, that's always the thing. A lot of people says, "Well, I ain't going to pay it." Well, they don't. They get out of here.
Someone else might. Someone else might. So be it. The heck with you.
People get mad because they say the '90s card don't sell. I said, that's bull BS. 90 cards to sell. A lot of people look for Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds wasn't a bad person. Don't get me wrong. He just got caught up in a drug thing that, like in the 90s, it happened. It happened in the 80s too, as well. So it was in baseball. They were just trying to figure out when they're going to get caught.
He didn't have to do that, Barry Bonds. He was a good player too. He didn't have to get involved with those cheaters.
Mark
He was
McGwire was the same way.
a long time, and
Mark
that's what happened.
McGwire got caught up in it. He was a heck of a ball player. I don't know why he got caught up in it. Jose was a good guy, but his brother was the worst.
Mark McGwire was the kind of guy that happened to enjoy the steroid situation, but now he's hurting. He's hurting from it today. That stuff is not healthy and it's bad for your health. And it shows your sex drive. It shrinks down like.
Is it a guy named Rick Roden? He says something that he told one of the young boys. He says, if you ever get on this, and he showed what a steroid pill looks like, or whatever. He said, if you ever get on this stuff, you know what's going to happen to you? You're going to die quick.
Yeah, your bones get brittle and everything.
And so he scared that young teenager, and he said, "Look," he says, "that's not going to win you the ball game. You know what's going to win you the ball game is when you go out there and you be the person that you need to be on that field. It's called performance. Show me that you can win. Show the people out there that you can win the ball game."
Derek Jeter should be a good example. He never used any of that stuff when he played.
Just like I think Derek Jeter is part owner of the Marlins, but with another lady, with another person. And I said, well, he's almost like an investor. Let me use the word invest. He vested in.
I heard something the other day that they said he bought the Marlins because he kicked someone out of there. It was a guy, and the guy was complaining that he got fired from him. I don't know what it was all. I don't even know if it's in the news anymore. See if it's in here anymore. See if they have it in here anymore. They said about it the other day, and Brady's mad too because people have been bothering him. He was ticked off. I don't know. They said that he was I don't know. He fired somebody or something.
Well, there's so many people that I've been watching a little bit of that USFL football. I thought that was pretty good, coming out with a bang. Some of them guys that used to, they were college people, but also they have professional people that just didn't make it, and that's why I always tell people, if you look at like that, football leagues, they're almost like a minor football league. Well,
yeah,
to get them back get them still in shape. So that's why they created all this stuff, because they don't want the football players that they got kicked out sitting at home and don't do nothing.
Yeah.
So, it's a good way. It's like, I said, why don't you give Colin Kaepernick a chance, folks? The guy, when he was on the 49ers, he did a heck of a job. I mean, but I know everybody's got to point fingers at him and stuff. But they said that I think some of the parents that he got adopted didn't care much about him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was true or not or what. Um, but it's like this. That's between him and the parents. The adopted parents that he came from.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. I mean, I just don't know. I said I wish he would go into because he'll be a whole lot better than some of the other ones on the darn field right now.
Hmm.
I mean, they spend a lot of money on these quarterbacks. Okay, why in the world would you spend so much money on that one quarterback that ain't even done nothing yet?
Hmm.
I mean, they thinking about getting rid of David Prescott on the Cowboys because he don't do nothing. He's scared to death to throw the freaking ball when somebody. I said that's the same way as the Eagles. The guy had pressure, and when you got pressure in front of your line, what happens? You're gonna
Yep.
choke up and drop the ball.
Uh-huh.
Patrick Mahomes is probably the strongest. Well, to me, a smart quarterback. Even though he was hurt, he still fight like a man.
Right.
He never gave up until the end because they won that football game because they won it.
Okay.
But I got I'll say that New England is getting a new quarterback. I saw that. But I think Friday night is the draft, SmackDown, WWE SmackDown draft.
Hmm.
He's gonna be in there. He's gonna go where? He's gonna go to SmackDown. He's gonna go to Raw. He's gonna go to NXT. Oh Lord. And I was kind of like, I still like the Uso brothers bloodline. I still like Roman Reigns. I don't think.
Okay. So you like? Yeah, the bloodline's cool, huh?
Yeah, I mean, ever since they came in there, I said, you know what? But then when they got this new group called the Judgment, I said, ain't that bad. With that girl Ray Ripley, she's the one that beat Charlotte Flair. I said, my God. But
Hmm.
it's all a show, guys. I mean, they put it on the line. That's what they do. That's what we got.
Entertainment, Stephen. It's all entertainment, like everything else.
But I love to watch it because it gets me excited to see some of them. They just got athletic
Hmm.
ability, and I have to say that they got athletic ability because when you see somebody find on it, I watched the Wednesday night what they call the A, whatever that one is, T, and I watched,
NXT.
yeah. And what is that guy's name? Is it Maxwell? He comes out with the Maxwell, and he's the one probably in charge. I think most of the time he comes out and he's the one that does all the matches. But there's a young gun that I'm gonna tell you right now. Um, don't forget Darby. Darby is the one that Sting is training.
Oh yeah.
And that guy Darby, he ain't that bad. Darby reminds you of Sting when he came in the beginning. He was like that, skinny as you know, but he would fight you to the end. He was like that, but he said he almost died. If you saw the story of Sting I saw the story of DVD. He said Sting said he almost died until he asked God to get inside of his life. He had a drinking problem, he had a drug problem, until the Lord changed him. And he said that if it weren't for him, he won't be here today.
Yeah.
he has a video, a DVD. My dad's got it at home called Sting. Something about Sting is Sting, the legend. And he's a legend, all right.
Oh yeah, he is.
So I've been, he's like a Hulk Hogan. I mean, Hulk Hogan done his thing. He's over the dam.
So how you doing there, Alice? Good evening to you. She said hello to you too, Stephen.
Hey, Gal, pal. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you for making a little shout out to you.
It's funny though that some of these wrestlers are real good entertainers to entertain the crowds, but even if you are play acting in the ring, it can be dangerous
Yeah.
if you don't know how to handle it and how to, be careful. And it is dangerous. People do get hurt in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, they do. I mean, you look at all the knocking the head with the tables and the chairs and everything else, and the hell in the cell, Lord Jesus. And you, I mean, in the Royal Rumble, man, people used to love that where all the guys just fighting one and throwing over the people in the ring. Oh, God. And, but, I used to love when, I remember the time when they had the Royal Rumble and they had Edge, come in there, and he always did that spear. Well, there was a guy that saw Edge and he was going to do the spear on him. He was like a big guy, and
Wrestling, Alice, about the WWE wrestling. And
he hit that guy, and that guy just grabbed Edge and threw him over the ring. He says, "You thought you got me, didn't you, buddy?" Then he turned around here because the boss man got him by the neck and bam. I said,
that was the good old days of the Boss Man and everything was on there. But I heard Charlotte Flair lost her belt, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Stay right there. I'll be right back. That'll get something. Mm-hmm. Just put your weather in the stream, everybody. Just type T-shirt into that box down there, and they'll tell you weather. Do it like this. Like, put your link in there. Then you do this for the weather. Do that for the weather, you can find out what your weather is like. Where you're located. Yes, Russell. We never talked about the wrestling. We're wrestling fans and we're crazy about the sport. Steve, why don't you get a wrestling video game and wrestle on the video game?
Well, I might get that WWE 2003. See how that is. They said that's pretty good.
What 2000? What's the name of that? It's an online game. You can play with others on there. It's kind of funny.
You could do it online. You could also buy the game itself, WWE 23.
Yeah.
But they got it on PS4 and they got it on PS5 and also got it on Xbox. But
right.
Last time I always try to find like if it one that's used or pre-owned and see if somebody didn't like it, so they just come in and get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people tries it out and they don't like it, they bring it back and they resurface they clean it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with this thing. Nothing wrong with the games when they get back because they check them before they put them out.
Yeah.
And I asked them, do they ever have any clearance games soon? They said every month they have clearance games. Just check back with us. They used to have a guy that used to come and buy all them clearance games, but he one of the guys that they told said that he he died in a house fire. Someone caught his house on fire.
Oh, jeez. Hmm.
But I'll tell you one in video game business. So Lord, you can talk about thousands and thousands of kids asking me video game, video
Hey,
game,
Josh.
video game.
Nice to
Video
see
game.
you. Yeah. Welcome.
What? And these kids don't understand that video games are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of them games are like $100 a piece.
Mm. They have some of the MLB show, cost more money. They put more into it. I don't know what's in the game, but they have a gold platinum one that costs a lot of money, Steven. I don't know what's in it, but I never really bothered to find out. But
I
it
said,
has more
man,
into
you
it.
think I'm going to pay? Well, I
I wouldn't
want.
pay that much money. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't pay for that gold one. That's ridiculous.
I
I'm
said,
not
man,
that crazy about it.
they had what was it? A guy went to Walmart. Let me tell you this. Remember that price of that game that he picked out? He said his son. He said he asked me, "Do you know anything about video games?" I said, "I know a little bit, not much." And so I asked. I said, "He said I'm looking for this game called Assassins." I said, "Oh God!" And you talking about I said, "Oh, that's a popular game. People have been buying that. That's a popular game. That's like a ninja game or something." So or like killing and stuff. So and I thought this. So I went over to, I said, "Here's the assassins, all the assassins here. Which one is looking? Because they got a series of this. Um, and you go from one to I think it's 4 or 5 or something. But I said you have to remember you have to buy all the video games to get what this game is all about.
But make
And
sure they're in the age group to play it, though. For some kids,
I said, how old is this person? He said, "Oh, he's 25." I said,
oh,
"Oh."
yeah.
I said, he he uh he saw the movie Assassins, and I said, "Well, that's what the base the movie's on."
Yeah.
It's sort of dumb. Well, it's kind of dumb. And when I saw it, when I saw it I saw the first one. I said, "Oh my God, what's this all about?" And and I thought this ain't nothing but killing each other. And I said, no wonder why the kids go see a video game and gonna pick up a gun and go kill somebody with it. Um, but but they but it's just the way it is. I always tell people. Now there is one person I know. My sister won't let my nephew play them games. But I know one thing. I bought my first handgun last week.
Oh, okay.
But I put it in. I put it somewhere underneath something so I don't for it to be hidden. But well, my my brother-in-law is the one that got it. Went in and said, "This is what you need." Blah blah blah. A 38 special. It's all you need. It's a basic handgun.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy. You don't need a 9mm. That 9mm is a little kicker. It kick a little bit.
Mm.
38 don't kick a lot, but it's powerful. He gets you where it needs to be.
You only use it for protection, right?
Yeah, and he said that the only thing that you don't want to do, if you're going to do concealed weapons, and you wear it, you have to go downtown to take the class. But I mean, there's, if you want to wear it concealed, you have to put it at least on top of your not dashboard, but on your what's that holder thing?
The holster.
The on your console. You're
Yeah.
in the middle. You want to leave it on out all the time. When you're driving, leave it on your console on right beside you. So when the cops comes and pulls you over, they'll see right there that you got a gun.
Mm.
Because that's what they do up in North Carolina. North Carolina's very strict. Well, not really strict now, but I kind of laugh at it.
Right.
Because now now they do background checks. They'll ask you 3 questions,
Right.
but blah blah, they'll pull up, they do a background check, and then that's it. But it's nothing new. Nothing new.
Hmm. So nice, you, Steven. You can do shorts, right? You don't have to do a lot of live streams. Just do shorts too, right?
Well, I mean, the YouTube creator says, well, you got over, you're not, he said, you're not like you ain't like the news channels that's in the YouTube where they got over so many subscribers. But the news channels and all that, them channels they're what they call high demand.
Yeah.
That's some people that likes news 24 hours, 7 days a week. I do not like to watch the news 24 hours and 7 days a week. I think it's depressing every time I look at it. So I just shut the darn thing off, and they're always, especially if you look at Fox News and all the rest of them arguing about the same thing like the other channels are. So how many news channels is it? 25,000? So I said, forget it. I shut it off. And one thing about it that really, because it's like, do I have to listen to this? This is like
Put in here weather poop. He says weather for poop hole. I'm telling you, not. What the hell are you trying to do, Mark?
well, I'm fixing to step down because I got to do some things.
Okay, take it easy, Steve. Thanks
All
for
right. All right, bro.
coming. Bye. All right. Oh my gosh. Hello, quiet listener. How you doing? Nice to see you. No, I was eating my dinner. Mark, kibasi and rice and quiet listener. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to see you here. Nice to see you. You can drop your link in here too, quiet listener. Just by typing t-shirt in the chat. It's like this. You do this. If you don't got these people in here, you can do that. And drops your link. And drop your link in here, quiet listener, and oh, okay. Glad you're here. Oh, that's good. If you don't got quiet listener, everybody, check her out. Good channel. I know who you are. I'm here to support everybody's channel. So if you don't have her hooked to a channel, join her. And everything. Okay. It my problem. It's your dog, not mine. I gotta put him in his place, dear Tasha. Teach him not to do that. Take the toys away from them. I guess he wants to lose the, you know what? The Kanakas. Don't watch out. Maybe he's trying to do it to get your attention there, Tasha. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know. You say that he's gonna lose him when he gets a certain age, like Remy did. Well, that's dogs for you. They can't help it. They get the urge to do something. That's where they are. Dogs are crazy, but that's what the dogs are like. That's how they are. That's funny. Look at that dog you showed me from Facebook. What he was doing to a squeaky toy. Remember that, Tasha? That got me laughing. I don't know, man. Just gonna do this live stream for around an hour tonight. An hour, maybe two. Maybe a 2 hour. I know. I know. He'll still do it though, if he loses them. I'm surprised you don't want to breed the dog or anything. Surprised you don't want to breed the dog and make a living out of that. So you can breed the dogs and sell them. Just get a female and sell the pups and make money, Tasha. You know. Just funny. Dogs can be pretty fun if they want to be. But the dog can be a dog just like a cat. They can be a cat too. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, well, I don't have pets, so I don't have to worry about them. And I always had boy dogs. I never had a girl dog. I don't want one either. I don't want no more pets. I lost my dog. I didn't want any more pets. That's what happened to him. I'm doing fine, Kyle. How you doing? So, see, I'm not saying it's not good to have a pet or anything. It's fine. Um, but I got too attached to my dog when I lost him and to other animals of my own, so I didn't want no more pets after that happened. So I'm free. I couldn't afford one anyway if I wanted one. Oh, okay. Okay. Huh. Hmm. Yeah, you did a good deal. Oh, you too there, Kyle. Should I do a live stream tonight? Maybe an hour, maybe two, or maybe it's two. I'll do tonight. And that'll be it. 2 hours. Bring up the make more watch time. See, I like talking to all of you on here. I'm just um I'm getting my hands getting better, so I'll be doing shirts again. Be happy to get more orders because I'm sick of sitting around not doing it. I don't want my emotion to expire either, so we have to start getting things going. Once I get this crazy printer up around my HP wireless one. So I just wanted to keep busy doing all the stuff I like doing. I want to do some baseball caps this year too, so I can get those going and show I can do those and get more orders from them. Oh, okay. I feel that way, and I lost my dog because see, I'm a male me. I don't want to tell anybody this, but I am a male medium, and a spirit killed my dog. Okay, because he wasn't ever sick, and something bothered him because he wouldn't come back to the house. Okay, I didn't know what was going on at the time, but he kept running away from the house. And the kid that he nipped his butt one time, bring my dog back to the house. My dog was pretty. He was vicious, but he wasn't. He wouldn't harm anybody. But I was very surprised when that kid came to the house and bring the dog back home. And I was saying, and I scolded my dog. I said, "Why the heck you running away?" And he kept looking at me like fear in his eyes. I didn't know what was going on at the time, but then I found out later that I had to cleanse my house of all the spirits in my house because I had a real wicked spirit in my house. I didn't realize it. And then when I found out when he died, and that when he passed away, I found out about it later, and I was ticked off. Who? Who? Mark, you told me that already. And that ain't my name. That's not my name. Behave. I know I heard you say you caught one today. I read it. I seen it already. You already put it in the chat already. I know you said that. So what how big was the fish, Mark? How big was the fish you caught? How big was it and what was it? A catfish or a trout or a bass or what? What was it? Now I'm asking you a question now. And that's not my name, so correct yourself on that one. So what was it you caught today, Mark? Let me see what you say there. Let's see what you said here. Let me look up here. Uh, oh, okay. 5 pounds. Oh, wow. Is that a legal size? Is that a legal size you can keep, or did you put it back in the water, or what did you do? So I don't know the sizes you can keep them. I don't know what the size and what the laws are about what fish you can keep and what can't you keep. That's all right. So is it keepable, the fish that you got, the medium size, or is it too small, Mark? I don't know the rules of the fishing rules. What was it? Was that a legal size? Is that a legal size there, Mark? 5 pounds. See, I'm not a fisherman. I don't know the rules of what you can keep and what you can't keep. So I'm not a guy that fishes, so I don't know what the rules, the sizes of what you're allowed to keep. Oh wow, quiet listener. Huh. So quiet listener, what is your? You don't mind me asking your first name, would you? What's your first name? I know some of the people don't want to tell me their first names, but what is your first name, if you don't mind me asking, quiet listener? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you did that. You did that. Victoria May. You made an agreement. They made an agreement with you, and then when the time came, they didn't. 2 pounds or less. I'll keep one day. Okay. So they made an agreement with you, and then they had the pups, and they didn't stand by it. I would go Tasha's way. I'll make them sign the contract. If they break the contract, then you take it to court. That's a smart way, Tasha. Using the old bean up here. That's funny. That is really hilarious. Yeah, I know who you are. I know. I met you on Mark Colburn's channel. I know who you are. The other one that plays the good old flute. I know. I know who you are. I just had to make sure I remembered your name. You want to come up on the panel and play it up on here? I'll watch you if you want to. Let everybody hear you playing the flute. Just let me know if you want to come up and play it a little bit. I wouldn't mind you coming up and doing that. You want to come up and play the flute or something? Yeah, she does. I met her on Mark Colburn channel. She played it on there. Sounds pretty darn good too. I support her channel. I support her channel. I did before. Oh, okay, cool. All right, that's a real blessing. That's cool. Well, you hear her, everybody, when you hear her playing that flute, it sounds awesome. All right, I'll drop the link in here earlier, and when you're ready to come up, you can come up. This is the link. Hmm. Ah. Well, we're going to be on here for 2 hours tonight, and then I'm going to get off here, and then I'm going to relax for a little while and go keep busy doing things. And do oh, here she is.
Oh, hold on. I forgot. Let me close this down.
That's nice too. Makes you look like you're moving through the wood.
Pay no attention to my teeth. They're right up here.
You got the YouTube side off.
What was that?
You got to shut the YouTube side off. You're echoing.
Yeah, I turned everything off. What you're hearing is my amplifier.
Oh, okay, okay, no problem.
I'm trying to get away from it so you don't get a reverb. Let me back up a little bit. Sorry, my dog is sick, so
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Kenny. All right, let's see if this will work.
I like how you make that screen move too. It's kinda neat. What do you think of that sound move, huh? Awesome. Thanks very much. Sounds beautiful. Good job.
Thank you.
How long have you been playing that now? How many years?
Um, maybe 8, 9 months, maybe.
That's it? Sounds
Yeah.
like you a lot more longer than that.
No, it's only since my new channel, and I think I haven't had my new channel a year yet. So
So what's your name of the other channel you have? You have two channels, right?
yeah, my other channel was Victoria May Life Unfiltered, but I lost that channel.
Oh,
Well, I trusted somebody who gave me permission to use their TikTok timers, countdown timers. And so I was using it for like a year, not every single video, but quite a few of them. And me and my husband got sick with the big C for a couple
yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
And when I came back to YouTube, I had emails and everything saying I had like 8 or 9 strikes on my
Uh-huh.
channel for those countdown timers. And the guy didn't even have the courtesy to say, hey, I don't want you to use them, take them down, cut them out, or anything. He didn't give me any kind of opportunity. He just hit me. I had one day by the time I realized what was happening to do anything. So I tried to dispute it and everything with YouTube, and they said he has the right to change his mind. You can get a lawyer and fight it.
Oh
I
God.
said, yeah, right.
How big
I'm
was
on
the channel? How big?
disability.
Yeah, but how big was the channel that you had?
I had just gotten over 1,040 something, and I was working on 200 hours. I only needed 200 hours more, and I would have been subsidized.
Well, that's sad.
And I lost all my content. I was able to save that night. I started downloading what I could, or uploading, whatever you call it, into my files, what I could save. And but the majority, and I had a lot of videos I lost because they took it down the very next day after I realized, and
They
so
should
I
have gave you,
lost them
they
almost
should have
all of
gave you, yeah, but they should have gave you some time to get all your videos taken down and uploaded on a file.
it. Yeah, well, see, I didn't even know. I mean, because like I said, me and my husband were sick for 2 weeks,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so it could have been up there for that time, but we were sick and I wasn't on
Oh,
here,
yeah.
so I didn't
Right.
know. So by the time I started feeling better and got back on, I went, what? And I
Yeah.
tried to do what I could, but so I'm
Okay.
starting over. I'm at, the last time I looked right now, I'm at 390, I think,
Well, we'll
unless
keep
people
working
have
at your
dropped off
channel.
again.
Yeah, I'll help you get your channel back up there. And
Yeah.
when you come in here, you can just drop your link. When you don't see something you know, they'll hook onto your channel and join you.
Yeah, well, I don't see anybody here that's from any of the other channels, except for Squirrel. I know Squirrel.
Do you
Um,
know NJ Fisher Maniac or Arthur Futaka? Or
no, I don't. But if they like what they just heard, that's mainly what my channel is. Is that, and right now I need to tonight take time for myself, and I read stories.
oh,
Right now, I'm trying to finish this book, and I've got that much more to go.
oh,
Um,
wow.
but I read stories, and I did a poll asking people, should I just play my flute, or should I just tell stories, or should I continue telling the stories and playing the flute
You can
together?
do either one. You can do either one. It won't hurt your channel. It'll be content.
Yeah, well, I've had, I don't know if you know Outdoors with Big Mac, but
Yeah, I know.
I was on his channel the other night, and there was a DJ that's blind, and he said if I did a flute video with just me playing flute, that he would take it and work with that and make it a 24-hour one for me, so that
That's
could
good.
be the one that will work my, or at least get my hours going.
Oh, yeah.
So I tried to email him. I haven't gotten a response back yet, so I'm
Well,
still
what's his
waiting.
name? What was his name anyway?
Um, what was it? Uh, Let me go look. I'll go in my email. Give me just a second here.
Okay.
If I can find it. Sent. Maybe it'll be there. Let's see. Is that it? Inf- um, infantry. Some DJ Infantry.
Oh, I never heard of him. I
Yeah,
wonder if I wonder if they know the Canadian fishing musician. Because he's a musician too. Rich and Judy, that Tasha knows. And I hope everyone in the stream is in here still. I don't know who's still in here, but if you can check her channel out and help her out and share her channel out like I do on my community tab, it'll be appreciated of everybody because she does have great skill on the channel. And she plays the flute wonderful. So she reads good stories. So support her. Appreciate it.
yeah. So tonight, I'm gonna put one out that's gonna just be as many of the short stories as I can handle doing.
Yeah.
I'll pre-record it though. My lives, when I do lives, I pre-record the flute music and I pre-record the stories. But I do lives once a week, and that's when I'm not watching my great nephew who's 5 years old and needs my attention. Is
Oh,
on
yeah.
Friday nights Pacific
Yeah.
time at 7. And I realize that that's really late, and I've been struggling to build people that are up late at night and will come in and hang out with me.
Yeah.
And I'm the quiet listener for a reason because I never know what to talk about. So I
Well,
depend on the people
well,
coming in.
I'll give you some ideas. You can even actually talk about, um, what you do on the channel, like the stories you tell and playing the flute. You tell people how long you're playing it and you like playing it because it's something that you like to do. Um, the stories are awesome. You can actually tell stories about what you know about the book you're talking, what you're talking about, and keep sharing.
Yeah, I do have videos in there. That I forget what it was. It was like 20 questions or something like that, and that lets people know that particular one let people know more about me um, as I'm answering the 20 questions.
How
Um,
long Squirrel? How long you
what?
been? How long you been knowing Squirrel Magnet Fishing Outdoors? You know him real well.
Um, not not real well. I know him just purely through YouTube and his videos,
He's a
and
good guy, a good friend of mine.
yeah,
He's also a great supporter too.
yeah, he comes over and gives me support in the comments. I've seen him quite a few times in
He,
my comments, and I appreciate him.
he's a good
Yeah,
guy. He does that for everybody. He's very thoughtful. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
So thank you, Squirrel, again.
yeah, he's in here still. I don't know who else is in here. Whoever else is in here, let me know who's in here. I don't know who left because we only have two up here, but sometimes the stream got a little bit goofy. They
I
knock
feel
somebody
guilty
off.
because it tends, when people that ask me to come up and play, not necessarily everybody in their chat likes it. So sometimes people will leave.
No,
And
I don't think they really hate it. I don't think so. I think it sounds awesome myself. I wanted you to come up because I wanted people to get to know you better, and to probably, and if I'm on someone's channel sometime and I go somewhere, I'm gonna put you on. I want to drop you a link in someone's channel and probably put you in, and I'll go visit your channel and put you in my community tab
thank
every
you.
time I watch your videos because I want to
Thank
support your channel and get you back up there where you were before. Because sad thing would happen to you when you lost the
you.
thousands.
Back then, I used to follow a lot of the what do they call RV nomads type people,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought, that a lot of them would follow my new channel, and I went to a lot of lives, and even was interviewed by somebody um, from that community and everything, and I thought that would bring them back to help me in my new channel.
Try the
Um,
fishing community and the playing community. There's a lot
they said such awesome things. Guys, I had this book back then called The Traveling Journal.
here's Mark, me fishing maniac. Hey Mark,
It was called The Traveling Journal, and I sent the journal to a friend of mine who then, after she put a sticker and autographed the book and said some nice things, she passed it
Tomorrow,
on through
talking
the
to my
mail to
officer.
somebody else. They took it to one of these RV meetups that they have,
yeah,
and a bunch of people, I'm sorry, a bunch of people signed it and put stickers in that had them, said such awesome things. I thought for sure because they did that, that
right.
they were truly my friends, and you know, but none of them has really followed me back. So it was kind of a letdown. I mean, because
Yeah.
I'd be right back up there had they followed me back.
But when you're on YouTube, I learned from this experience. Now, if you wanted to get up to 1,000 subscribers, I have a friend that can help you get back up there. His name is Desil DD Official, and he
TV
helped me get
official.
to 1K. So
Can you drop his link?
um, Let me see if Tasha's still. I didn't know she left, did she? Tasha, you still in here?
Let me
Scarl,
see.
you gotta Scarl, drop DD officials a link. The show DD official. Scarl, you gotta drop his
Your
link, right?
channel again. Because I closed everything real quick and now I can't see it.
Scarl, you can drop it for me. The show DD official. I'm sure Scarl's in here. We got 4 people still in here. So I know Tasha's still here. All right, Mark dropped it. It's in the screen. There's the link right there. And when you go over there, tell Custom Screen Printing Center.
Okay, so okay, it's
Yeah?
DD official. Okay,
Yes.
I am now friends with them.
All right, so he's a guy in the Philippines. And when you go over there and you see him live, go over there and say Custom Screen Printing sent you.
Okay,
It'll help your channel out. And just tell him that you want to make it to 1K. And he'll help you out. And I got other channels to follow too. If you come in here more often, I'll get some more people to follow your channel.
that'd be awesome.
I got a lot of friends that do come in. A lot of people in here right now are good friends.
That would be awesome. On my old channel, I used to go to what was it? James Gripe eh, channel,
Oh my gosh, I know who he is.
and he got
Me-
me a lot of people, yes, but mostly they would just come in, and as soon as I would friend them back, they would unfriend me, and so hardly none of them. And I've always heard great things about the Filipino people, that they are faithful followers and they stick with you.
About
But
James.
I never had that experience. They just would get me to friend them, and as soon as I would, they left.
All right, let me tell you something about him. This guy is not a good guy to join, so I wouldn't bother with him because everybody that joined his, you notice when you try to, what you said, they dropped off. They're not
Uh-huh.
real subscribers. They're fake. I
Yeah.
wouldn't bother. He's not
Well,
a good
he's been loyal, and he is one of the few people that is actually subscribed to my channel, which he has stuck with me. So,
Yeah.
my loyalties is I will keep going there, and I'll keep sharing him out, and I'll keep giving him the thumbs and that kind of stuff. I don't so much go there to gain people anymore. It's just more as a loyalty
I
because
went over there once, you know. You know what he told me? I went
what?
over to join him and he got me blocked.
Oh no, why?
It was nasty. I don't like him. I said, you
Yeah, he does cuss a lot. He
no,
gets
he wasn't nice to me. He wasn't talking to me. He wouldn't speak to me. He give me a cold shoulder. So I said, bye. And I left. Then I went
yeah.
back. I didn't like him. Some people like him, but I'm not one of them.
I don't go over there a whole lot, but I will. What I will do with James a lot of the time is I I'm the kind of person, I'll have like 4 or 5 or more tabs open. And I will go to my notifications on each tab, and I'll just run down through the line, and I'll turn the volume to where they're still getting the hours, but I don't hear them as much.
Well, he helped people out. I'm not saying he's not a good person. Me and him didn't see eye to eye. So
Yeah.
I just
Well, I
left.
don't like his vulgarity. I'm not a cusser, and I don't particularly stick around channels that do a lot of that. So, but I won't just drop them. Like I said, I will put them in a back tab and then give them a like and turn the volume down to where they're still getting those hours, the watch time, but to where I'm not really paying a lot of attention, but I'm still being
Yeah, I
faithful,
know.
as much as I can. But I'm not comfortable with the cussing.
I don't
And
have it here though. You know this, right? I don't have
right,
that. I wouldn't allow it. I wouldn't allow it.
my friend Sarah, she knows this very strongly because she cusses on her channel sometimes. And yet when I come in, she'll clean it up a little bit. And whenever she comes to my channel and somebody that's followed from her channel, she will let them know right up front. You don't cuss on this channel. This is a clean channel. You don't cuss here.
I don't
So
allow it on this channel at all. I don't want no one doing that. Nobody,
yeah,
nobody uses language like that on here. If they do, they'll be removed.
yeah, I don't use it. You won't hear me using it. Um, Sometimes I'll say DAWM, or minor things, but I'll never say the Lord's name in vain, and I don't
I don't
appreciate
either.
people
I'm
who
a,
do.
I'm, I'm a preacher of another channel I have too. I have a
And I
worship.
don't like the F word at all because that is not an appropriate word in any way. I mean,
Mm,
so it's I can handle minor slips here and there, like DA
yeah,
and the SH. I can let those slide if it doesn't happen repeatedly on my
yeah. But
channel.
I have a
But
worship channel on my other side of YouTube. I
no,
preach the word of God and on Sunday and have a discussion over there on weekdays.
well,
Um,
you'll have to share that link too, so I can follow that one because I am very much a God loving, God
let me
fearing
find it.
lady, and
Hold on
I
for a minute.
pray every night, and I thank God every day that I wake up.
Well, I'll tell you a little story about me. The Lord saved my life more than once. I'll tell you right now.
Ditto, ditto. The
And
God,
so,
God has walked, Jesus and God have walked with me through my entire life. I won't get too deep into it, but um,
well, you can
my
talk about
family
it.
life was so bad that I left home at 12 years old.
Okay, there's
And
the link right there in the description. I put it into the worship channel
I
for you.
traveled the United States of America from the age of 12 until I was
Really?
21. And I am now friends. Well, this is just one of your videos, but I just hit the bell and that friendship button. So I am now friends with that one. But I traveled the United States from the age of 12 till I was 21. A lot of very scary situations happened to me during that time. A lot of horrible things happened
Hmm.
before I left home, and that's what forced me to leave home at 12. Um, but yeah, God has always been with me. First time I
Hmm.
felt God in my life, I was 7 years old, sitting in
Hmm.
the chapel. I have no idea what I was hearing being said. I don't remember. But all of a sudden, this warmth, like just the most awesome warmth came over me.
Hmm.
And I just started weeping. I mean, downright bawling, crying. And it wasn't a bawling, crying
I ask you a question, or a simple
sadness.
question.
Huh?
Can I ask you a simple question?
What's that?
Was you ever born again in Jesus Christ? Or,
Baptized? Yes, I was baptized at 14.
oh, that's good.
Baptist. I was baptized Baptist.
I'm a
Um,
Baptist too. So,
but see, my father's side of the family, the on his dad's side of the family, were Catholic. My
oh,
grandmother on my father's side other was Protestant, and on my mother's side there was no such thing.
oh, okay. So it's a mixed bag of things, right?
Yeah, and we lived in a small ghost town called Colotis here in Washington State.
Oh, okay.
Population of maybe 100. I think it was less than that when I was a little girl. And it's the closest town at the time was a place called Connell, which had a Baptist church. They
Oh,
didn't
okay.
have a Catholic church. And the Baptist bus would come to Colotis and pick up the children from Colotis that wanted to participate in the church and bring us back to after church. So that's why we ended up going to a Baptist church. And I just continued on with that after I ended up with my mother. Um, I continued to go. But
Good. Yeah, I preach on the channel over there on Sunday. I did it one morning. I usually do it at 12 noon, but that time zone does not work. So I tried it at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I seem to have like 5 views on the video. So that time zone does work really well. And sometimes if I can't do it in that Sunday, I'll put a pre-recorded message up there, preaching it on video that people will watch it. We'll try to get on there live on Sunday from now on and preach it on there. Because the last time I spoke was about
easy.
chapter 6, 2 Corinthians. And
Well,
12.
I
Go-
start. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's all right.
I start my lives with a book that a friend of mine, Weekend RVing, gave me. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, okay.
It's a collection of prayer.
Oh, okay.
And I saw whenever I start a live, I open this book and I go to the next prayer that's in line.
Okay.
And which I need to go to the next page. I forgot to. But it's garden prayer. It's all about things to do with the garden. Like the next one is called Ladybugs, and it's a prayer in anticipation of heaven. The one after that is Earthworms, a prayer for grace, and so on.
That's nice.
Yeah, I don't bring a lot of religion, or I don't bring politics or anything like that. Oh, that is nice.
All the
Golden.
Bible verses in here. I use this in my ministry.
I don't bring those things to my life because not everybody appreciates that.
Don't worry. No one likes to worship Tina either, but you know what? I preach very openly and honest. And when they hear me, they run away.
But they know that I love God because I end my lives with God bless, stay safe, and stay awesome because you all are awesome in your own way to me. And that's my ending of my lives.
I preach very strongly from the Word of God because the Lord led me. And
Yeah.
I'm an open book to the Bible to everybody. I don't push religion on anybody. I don't believe in it. But when I'm preaching the Word of God, that God called me to preach from His Word, and I say to people that they need to repent of their sin because sin will separate you from God. And I see people going out of the church running away like this. And I said, you can't hide from God. You can run away from me, but you can't hide from the Lord. So they run away like they're scared. So I said, see you. Have a good day.
Every night I pray, God, help me in my channel to show your light through my actions. Help me lead by example.
Right.
And so, you know, and there's another thing that my grandmother used to tell me is live in a way in which if somebody said something bad about you, nobody will believe it.
Yeah, you know something in my worship channel also, I could share this with you. Whenever I'm preaching the Word of God, the screen flickers. Like the Lord's right there and the screen is all flickering.
Yeah. Well, God, if you ask God to lead your channel and be with you during your channel, you know what? Normally, you're not going to have the trolls and the bad people come in, like that, because
Oh, I know, I know.
God answers prayer,
Oh, yes,
and
he sure does.
He has for me, and I will never ever doubt that. And nobody can tell me any different because I know God answers prayer.
You know
He
what
has
happened?
done
I'll
it
tell
so strongly that I was sitting there with my mouth hanging open, going, "You did that so fast."
Let me tell you a little secret now, right? If it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today.
Yes, I agree with that. Me too.
I was in the now. Here's a story that's very true, and this is a lot of people have hard time believing. Me and my family was driving a car, right? My mother was driving somewhere. A car of death came right out, trying to wipe us out. The Lord lifted the car right up in midair, and the car went right through.
Oh my God, I just got chills all over me when you said that.
And he lifted the car down afterwards, and then everybody said, "What happened? What happened?" That's the Lord saved us. That's what happened.
Well, I'll let you know something. Many years ago, before me and my husband was together, I
Mhm.
was in a very abusive relationship.
Oh, I hate that when people feel guys do that.
And I have severe damage to the left side of my brain.
Oh,
I had to be put in a safe house until I could be safely flown off of the big island of Hawaii because of this person. And so, in a sense, God put people in my path to save my life because I would have been dead. I know I would have. Another time, I was in a coma for 3 days and they didn't think I was going to come out of the coma. One thing I can tell you from my experience of that is you can hear every single thing when you're in a coma. You
mhm.
can feel everything, you can hear everything.
That's sad though. What you said that someone did that to you. That touches my heart because I don't like men hitting women. I hate that.
Well, put it this way, they said when they did a EEG of my brain, they said, "Have you ever been in a car accident?" And I
Yeah.
said, "No, never." I said, "But I was in an abusive relationship." And they showed me the x ray or the EEG thing, and they said, "See all these white dots all over your left side, the polyps on the left side of your brain? It's scar tissue buildup from your brain slamming against your skull so often."
Oh my God.
And so I have severe memory problems, and I don't always think straight. I get flubbed up and stuff, and
Yeah.
but I do my best. So if ever you see me flubbing, it's because of that. I seem
Yeah.
you can't judge somebody by what they appear on the
No.
outside because not everything is a physical
Yes.
thing you can actually see. It's
Mm.
internal, a lot of issues.
That bugs me when I hear about that when the guy hits a woman. I hate that. I really do. No woman on earth should be battered by anybody. I'm
I
sorry.
came out. I even though they thought I was gonna die in that coma, I came out. I
Thank
wasn't
God.
meant. You know, and these are only a couple times when the Lord has stepped in and
See,
been there
Stephen,
for me.
listen now. Stephen Batten here is another preacher that helps me out my channel. Stephen Batten, Stephen Dog. Stephen, Stephen,
Right?
want to come up in the panel and talk? Come on up, Stephen. The link's in here. Join me up here. Yeah, I just don't like men hitting women. I'm totally gets me upset about that. I don't believe in that myself.
Yeah, it's not all people are good people. there's good in all people.
Oh, it's a
Don't
lot
get me
of
wrong.
bad people too.
Even the worst person does have some good in them if you can find it. Everybody has good in them in one way or another.
But you know
Just
one thing,
treated that good.
the Bible says that those who are doing things to other people, it said in the Bible in Revelation 20:12 that the Lord is writing things down from good people and bad people. So those who did it to you are going to be dealt with later.
Right now, we are in the pre-birth. Um, what it's in the Bible in Revelations where God, and I don't know it exactly. You probably can pick it up, but it says that when things start happening, it's going to be like a woman in labor.
You mean the last days?
Things-
Here's Stephen
Yes,
right here.
the
Listen to
last
this
days.
thing. Stephen, this is quiet listener.
I know
Um,
Steve. Hello, Steve.
He didn't quite listen.
and she was telling me her experiences, what she went through. Kind of
But
shocking.
we are in the beginnings of those labor pains. Believe me, we
Yeah.
are in the beginning. And people have no concept, not even I or anybody who knows the Bible has no concept of how bad it's going to get before the
No,
end.
no. That's the rapture you're talking about now.
Well, I have my own thoughts on the rapture. People tend to, in my opinion, think the rapture will happen before Jesus comes. I myself don't believe so because it says when Jesus comes, he is going to rise up in the clouds with those from the grave and those
Yeah.
of us who are his chosen people.
Right, right.
That's the rapture to me. Not before he comes. There is no rapture going to just mysteriously take people from their cars and
No, no. He's going to
all
take
of
all the saved ones up to onto the clouds and then take.
but it's going to be after Jesus comes, not beforehand. And a lot of people think, all right, because of these movies that have come out and are portraying the rapture to happen beforehand. And I just, you know,
You
it's
can't
my
believe everything you see on movies. You can't believe everything you see in movies.
yeah, it's just my
Well,
opinion that that's how it's going to happen. I don't believe some miracle and everybody's just going to poof disappear that loves God and the evil's going to be left. You know, a matter of fact, some of us might be unfortunate enough to actually be here through all of it because God wants to know we truly love Him. That will
Oh,
be the ultimate test. If we stick to God through all of that, then God's going to believe you love Him.
yeah,
But
I know.
you got to stick to God through all of that. So, I, that's just what that's how I feel. That's what my heart tells me, and I could
Okay.
be dead wrong. Maybe I am, but that's what my heart tells me is
All right,
that
Stephen. You want to say something, Stephen?
yeah, you know, I brought up in a Christian family. My dad's a pastor, and I grew up in a Baptist church. God's not going to look at a denomination. God's going to see if it's in your heart. If you got Him in your heart, in your life, in your soul. I heard a pastor say one time. He said he named the message, "What in hell do you want?" I said, "What does people want in hell that hell don't even got right now?" All the people that if you're I mean it says plainly white and clear in the parentheses in the Bible. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I knew Jesus," but did they ever remember? Uh, did they ever set it in his heart? Set it in their heart. See, everybody that says, "I love Jesus." That's everybody says they love Jesus, but do they know Jesus? Had they set it in their heart. There's a lot of times I look at this is how many times have I walked up, I get approached by somebody handing me a tract and said, I used to thought this is a lot that I always said. When they gave me a tract this time, I said I don't need the tracts because the tracts don't work now. You know what people needs now? The church needs to wake up right now and quit being what they call entertainment. When I'm talking about entertainment, you got churches to right now that got stages, platforms, smoke in the air. It's all about the praise and the worship. Oh, I want to get fancy. I want to see the lights and the smoke and all the darkness. They shut off the lights and they want you to hear the music and shut up the lights where you see the smoke from it in the air. I said, what's this got to do with anything?
Yeah.
And and so everybody shuts off the lights. Everybody wants to be a center of the stage. And I said, look, I said, where is the altar? When you create a stage and you don't have an altar where you can go to, because see, that's one thing about the churches today. When they got rid of the altar, when these mega churches start building up and they like numbers game. I like what TD Jake says. It's not about numbers, it's about people.
Right.
He says,
Stephen, it'd be good. I'm thinking about something that just came to my mind.
uh-huh.
I think maybe one day me and you can be on the worship channel and talk and have like a talk kind of program.
Like,
You know what I mean? And discuss things like that on it.
what I call a chair talk show.
Yeah. It shows
know-
people hear what we have to say. You know what I mean?
It says in the Bible that our body is the temple of God, right?
Oh, I know that. I know that.
And it also says where two or more are gathered in his name, so shall he be, right?
Yeah.
So we are the temple. And where two or more are gathered is the church, is
I
where
think
God is.
Because we're talking a lot. Go up there now.
Yeah.
And that, like I said, I'm not a real churchgoer because, like when God is telling with the church of Persia and this is the problem I have with you, and the church of this other one, this is a problem. Okay, this is the problem I have with these churches is that it's about money.
Yes.
It's
that's
about how, like you said, Stephen. It's about the numbers, and they accommodate the people instead of accommodating God and Jesus, whom they should be doing for, not changing or leaving out because of the people that are coming in. If you get my gist, I've seen literal books of the Bible taken off of YouTube. When I first started listening to the Bible, because I play it at night when I sleep, I put my Native American music on, and then on my phone I put the Bible on so I can sleep to it. Well, when I started searching here recently, they've taken out the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, everything about Jesus. They've taken those particular books out of some of those applications, putting them out, saying they're the Bible. If you look at the numbers, there's like 66 in the Bible, right? 66 books. And some of them, if you look, there's 63 or 62. It's because they've taken out Matthew, Mark, and Luke.
Well, the Bibles I have don't have any of those books removed. I got the whole Bible, the whole books.
Right. Yeah, and it's supposed to be the complete Bible. but they're excluding Matthew, Mark, and Luke.
This one,
Not all of them on YouTube, but and not the actual books. I'm saying on YouTube. I was the apps that are on YouTube that claim to be the full book of the Bible, but when you actually look, instead of it being 66 books of the Bible, it's like 62 because they've taken out Matthew,
the
Mark.
Bible says never to take or remove or add to it. Bible says not.
Exactly, exactly. And so that's what I'm saying is a lot of churches also are doing this. They're excluding certain chapters of certain books
Well, that's
to
bad.
appease the people, like the Catholic Church in Rome has excluded and said it's okay to do certain things
Mm-mm.
that is not okay.
I disagree with that. Let me tell you something though. When I've been in the Baptist church, a lot of times the churches have favoritism of certain people in the church. And the Bible says it's not allowed in the congregation to show favoritism in the house of worship. It's a sin.
Yes,
That talking about people, backbiting, gossiping is wrong. It's a sin. You can't serve God when you're doing that. It's wrong.
well, you're not supposed to kneel to anybody but God.
That's
You're
right.
not supposed
No,
to call anybody Father other than God.
exactly. I know that too. But I'm
And in
saying,
the Catholic Church, what do? They kneel down to the Pope, they kiss his ring, and they call him Father.
I know. All right. So, all right. I'm going to be on here for about, I think we should end this conversation about this.
Okay, and I didn't mean to start that, but
No, no, no. That ain't the reason I said that because I think, I think what we're thinking, people might not thinking they might say, "Oh, it's bad to hear." Not bad, but I think I like to hear more of this over my worship channel. If you want to join me sometime, you're welcome to it to talk about.
I sure will. I will.
Stephen
You
usually preaches for me over there too. You know, but I think it's good to talk about it. But I think I like to leave that for my worship channel because I'm that kind of preacher that people don't want to listen to. And I like to put a fire under people's feet. So I think
if
it's
you
better to put it over there.
if you like, I can change people's mindset for a minute and play a little more and
Sure, guys, you can play it for.
let me
Yep.
switch over. I'm changing from my Cherokee flute to my Navajo flute.
Okay, we're gonna be on here for 2 hours anyway, so you're welcome
Just
to do some more playing. Steven, you didn't leave, did you? Or did you just knock yourself off again?
I hope you didn't leave because what we were talking about.
No, no, Steven wouldn't leave because of that. Because
Oh, sorry, it's my machine turning on. Shut up.
all right.
That's not me playing. That's just my machine saying hello.
Oh,
All right, so I will play this and then I will have to step down. Let me turn away so that you won't get no reverb.
YouTube. Her link. On YouTube. Quiet listener. Subscribe. Subscription and help her grow a channel, everybody. Please help her out and support her. I appreciate everybody. All right, Stevie, he has to go. That's why. He has to have a great night, Stephen. He had to go. That's why. All right.
Oh,
Thank you very much, quiet listener.
you're welcome. I'm going to have to step down now too myself.
All right. You're always welcome to come back and share that again if you like. And
Thank you for your letting me come up. And
you can also join the worship channel and play that on the worship channel if you like too. That's
okay.
nice.
So when do you do your worship channel?
I do it on weekdays. I have my own weekday programs too. I just go up and all you have to do is you have the bell on. If I go live up there to talk, you'll get the
Yeah.
notification
I
automatically.
do have the bell on, but I've always hearing people say, "Well, I didn't get the notification," so I'll keep my eyes open. Hopefully, I
Yeah,
will
you
get
get the
those.
notification. No problem. You get it.
All
All right.
right. Good night.
Thank
God
you, Paul.
bless.
Yeah, you too. Have a good night. Nice to see you. Okay, everybody, who's still here? I hope some people didn't leave without saying goodbye. I hope not. You see, folks, and I ask people to come up, I allow them to speak their mind. But I cut that short because I wanted to bring it on my worship channel. That's what I wanted. But now it's back to a normal stream. She played good. She's awesome, awesome flute. I love that Indian flute, whatever they call it. That's an awesome tune. It sounded awesome. Okay. Quiet listener on YouTube. Check her out on YouTube. Everybody join her channel. Show some support to her. I'd appreciate if you do that. Her link's in the channel here. She put it in here. So please check her out. Give us some support. Help her grow a channel. That's what we're all about on this channel. We help people out, we support them, and we want to help channels grow. So everybody have a great night. We're going to end the stream now. It's now 2 hours, and we'll see you again later on custom screen printing tomorrow. I hope to get on an earlier stream tomorrow. But everybody have a great night. God bless you all, and I'll see you again on custom screen printing live stream chat. And Tasha, I don't know if you're still here. I don't see you on here, but if you are still here, I'll be seeing you later. Bye, everybody. God bless. I'm going to end it now. Have a good night, everybody. God bless.